emotional support lapdog. Should you see him? Would it be better to see him? The star. Hi everyone, welcome back. I've gone really old school today and written out a bunch of notes on this piece of paper so I can kind of walk you through a little bit of January and February. It has been really cold in Michigan, colder than I ever remember it being. Like, the snow has been thick and the wind has been freezing, and it's just, yeah, it's been a tougher winter, I think, than the past. And like, there are some really beautiful things about the winter, but I do also think that it does make life a little bit harder sometimes. So anyways, I just wanted to chat you through a little bit of what we did in January and February and what we did to kind of keep ourselves entertained while we couldn't really go outside and do much, and make the most of the winter while we have the chance to be inside and get snuggled up and, I don't know, find ways to be creative and do things that are fun. January started off with a bang because we had Libby's birthday, and for that we did puppy yoga, which was really fun. I would highly recommend going. They get all the puppies from different rescues, and so if you're looking to adopt a dog, it's a great way to kind of like go and assess the personalities, and it's such a good time. Like, it was way better than I thought it would be. I didn't really know what to expect, but it was great, and the puppies seem to have a really good time. They do it on weekends here in Michigan. We spent so much of this month like trying to entertain Noodle inside as much as possible, running around, playing games, doing a lot of scent work. That is really the best thing I think for him, is a lot of the scent work. We had book club with the girls in January, so we had 2 books on the list from, I think, December and January that we were discussing. We did Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies and Night and the Moth. So I decorated the table with some flowers and little like mini bouquets for their plates, and we just chatted the whole night, and it was really fun. So that's a really nice activity to have in the winter because it's nice and cozy, and I feel like you get to read more sometimes when it's cold out. So yeah, it was just fun. One of the things that Peter and I are doing this year is we're taking turns planning a date each month, and the only condition is that the other person can't know like what the date is going to be. So it was Peter's turn for January, and his date idea was that we would go to Barnes and Noble, we'd pick out a book together, and then we'd both read the book and have our own little book club, which we did, and it was really fun. Peter picked the book because I really will read anything, and so I just wanted him to pick something he would enjoy. I loved it. It was a book called The Art Thief. I would highly recommend, and it was just a really interesting story. So yeah, we did that. There were some like negative days where we like froze. We didn't freeze. Well, we did freeze outside, but we heated water on the stove, and then we took it outside, and you like throw it up in the air, and then it like freezes as it comes down, and so that meant it was very cold, which it was. We took Noodle outside as much as we could on the days that were a little bit warmer, and that was nice because he loves being in the snow. Like, I know they say sometimes dachshunds are a little picky about being outside and like going to the bathroom, but we haven't had any of those issues with him. Honestly, the hardest part is getting him back inside. He loves to be outside, no matter rain, winter, summer, doesn't care. We'll be outside there sniffing around, doing his thing. Last night was kind of crazy because like where we are, we have like an open backyard kind of situation. And so Noodle went out to use the bathroom, and then he heard our neighbor's dog. So then he ran over there. I was trying to get Noodle to like come back, and he wouldn't. And he just took off. He ran onto their like rink that they created. He's currently stealing something right now. It's like out there going, come on, please, please. Probably look like an absolute fool. And then I just abandoned. I was like, okay, fend for yourself. So then I started walking back, and then of course he came sprinting over. But I was literally freezing out there, and I was running around like a crazy person, stumbling over things in the deep snow. It was quite a sight, I imagine. I'm sure I could just imagine our neighbors seeing me run around their yard, pleading with Noodle to come. Anyways, we're gonna work on the recall. He's sitting on my lap right now, and there's an ant on his ear. Oh my gosh. Come here, Auntie. Sorry, he had an ant on your ear. You probably can't see him in the frame right now, but yeah, he is sitting on my lap. Oh yeah, okay. So then February was also really fun because we also celebrated two other really important birthdays. Noodle and Peter are born on the same day, on the 5th of February. Peter got ice skates for his birthday, and so we built a little ice skating rink out in the canal. All of our neighbors do it with their kids, and so we were like, yeah, let's try it. That will be really fun. Way harder than I thought. The ice is so rough, and I'm not a good ice skater at the best of times with like a proper rink. So that was challenging, but I'm determined to keep trying it.
I was saying before, in my mind this was going to be really fun, but now I realize that this is more of an extreme sport that I am not equipped to handle. I do not possess the skills nor the confidence to be on this sort of terrain, if you will.
It is embarrassing though when you see like little kids just like skating around and I'm taking 2 steps and I'm like, woo!
How the hell?
But it was really fun, and Noodle loves running out there on the ice, so that was kind of fun to get to see him like enjoy all of that. Something I didn't know though was that snow was an insulator, so you have to kind of like brush all the snow off, and then it was really rough when we went ice skating, but because it's warmed up and then freezed over a couple times since then, it's a lot smoother out there now. So I think if we were to give it another go, I would have a better chance at being a little more successful skating around. Peter was very proficient. I just, did my best. My date idea for February was doing textured art because Peter's really talked about wanting to do that. So I just got stuff from Hobby Lobby. It's just modeling paint, and then you put it on a canvas and you can make these really cool designs. And so we did that for like ages, just like doing it, recreating it, doing it again, recreating it, because you can work with it for a long time. So that was really fun. Now we have a little memento from like our date night, and we can put it up and remember, the fun times associated with that. I feel like doing it once a month is really achievable. I think in the past, like if we've tried to like do more stuff together, it's too hard to keep up with like once a week or things like that. And doing once a month has been really great and very easy for us to stay on track with. And it's like something fun to look forward to. And you get the pleasure of like doing it for your partner, but then you also get the surprise element of it the next month. So yeah, it's been really good to do that. I'm running out of steam. We also walked on our canal for the first time today. Today was so nice because the sun was out. It was just beautiful. It felt warm. Like I think it was in like the 40s, but boy oh boy, I was like hot in a sweater and pants, which I never thought I'd ever be saying, but it just felt so good after so much freezing cold.
Hit me, Raze.
So we walked all the way along the canal out to the lake. We saw people ice fishing, and it was so cool. We've never done that, and it was like fun to take Noodle on a little walk out there, and it's just such a gorgeous day to do it. And so we always love discovering new things about the place that we live, because it's just, it's like those little moments, especially during times like the winter, that you just rely on to keep like morale up and have things to like boost your spirits. We've also been watching the show Alone on Netflix. We started with season 11. My dad's obsessed with it, but I'd never watched it. That was a great show. I'm so inspired by those people who can live out there and sustain themselves on the land, and also hearing about their stories. Like I am just like amazed. I could never do what they do. Oh, never say never, but I probably will never do what they've done, and so I'm just very like inspired by them. They've reminded me the importance of being present and being yourself and being just, I don't know, out in the world and living your life.
As you can see, it's getting pretty dark out. I spent a lot of the evening foraging for some tea leaves. One of the tricks that I learned is that you just hit the knob just right, and then yep. This should stay on now for about until we turn it off. One of my items was this TV, because I couldn't really get through, without the TV. So I was about to cut off the camera. We gotta stay really quiet. I think there's a fox out there. He's likely hibernating spotted me. I don't want to get too close. Okay. Yep, he definitely spotted me.
Okay, I think this might be like literally the 4th or 5th time I've tried to film this clip, but I lost some of the footage from the other day, so I'm just gonna insert myself real quick to finish what I was saying, which is that I have no idea what I'm doing with my life, basically. I wanted to share like a lot of the fun things we did in February and in January, but to be honest, like winter is also a lot of like self-reflection time to like, you have just a ton of time to think, and I've been thinking a lot about like what my purpose is and not really having answers for it, and I just felt like it was important to say that because I don't want people to see all of that and think like, oh my gosh, she's got it all figured out. I don't. I have no idea what I'm doing, and honestly a lot of the time it's really frustrating when you're starting something from scratch and you have no idea what you're doing, you have no idea if people will respond to it. There's all of this fear around what people are going to think, but I'm pushing through that, and I just wanted to be honest, and I wanted people to know that you're not alone if you don't have all the answers and you don't have everything figured out. I am totally there struggling with you, but I am a big believer in going after what you want in life. It's a short life, and I just want to be fulfilled doing something I'm proud of and something that I enjoy. And yeah, I don't have anything profound to say, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Oh my god, I love filming this for the millionth time. I'm so angry right now, I should probably take a break. I think I'm just trying to, okay. Be honest.